What's going on, Bleacher Bombs? NHL tonight. We've got our best bet. Real simple. I mean, when you look at who's playing tonight, everybody's eyes focused right at Toronto. But at a minus 409, ain't happening. And if you want to take a minus 2.5 goals, you're looking at just barely into the plus money. Should it happen? Yeah, it should be a 7-8-9-0 game. I mean, I'll tell you, Arizona, their poor goalie is just getting absolutely peppered with shots. I mean, they've done nothing to better their game. So when you look at it, oh yeah, it's Toronto's at home. You're looking at minus 1.5 at minus 190. I don't think that doesn't make for a best bet. I mean, your average handicappers, if they're even considered that, your average Joe bettors are going to be taking games like that. You find out the next day Toronto wins by a goal, and it's like, what? I put all that money down. Yeah, so we try to find you your best bang for your buck. And it hit us right out of the gates with really the first game right out of New York. We're going to New York, the Rangers. We're going to take them on the puck line minus 1.5 for some plus money against Anaheim. The Ducks are out touring the East Coast. And when you're from California, the East Coast is probably the last place you want to be. Now, after opening up the season at home, barely beating the expansion team, Seattle Kraken, Anaheim isn't exactly set up for a strong start this season. They were demolished by the Islanders this past Saturday and have their next 3 games in the Northeast before heading west and stopping off at Detroit before heading home. And we know Detroit, being from Detroit, they're up and running, man. They got some young guns in there, some new faces, and I'll tell you, it's looking good in the D. But a road stretch like that to begin a season is always tough for any team, let alone the Ducks team that finished next to last in the Pacific division last year or last season. And they did virtually nothing in the offseason on either the goal scoring or the goaltending side of things. So they're just kind of just floating out there like, hey, you guys want to beat up on somebody? We're here. You can take us out if you'd like. Now, the Rangers, on the other hand, opened up their season by taking out the Lightning, who have been to the Stanley Cup Finals for 3 straight seasons. New York then follows that up by heading to Minnesota and thrashing the Wild 7-3 in their season opener. So New York Rangers and Anaheim are on 2 different levels here. If not for having to travel up to Winnipeg on a back-to-back directly after that win, they'd likely be entering this game with their record unblemished. So regardless, the entire league had off Sunday. Yesterday we had no games. So they should be more than ready to go against a clearly inferior opponent. And it should also provide confidence knowing that the Rangers defeated the Ducks by a combined score of 8-4 in their last 2 meetings last year. Just a little tidbit. You never know. Throw any little tiny things I can throw out there for you to convince you to take New York tonight. It's the best. I think it's the best pick on the board, considering your return of, what did I say, plus 120. I mean, win by 2 goals, get plus money. It's always good. And you got New York facing a really bad Anaheim team, in my opinion. So New York is concerned this year about hoisting the cup, and the Ducks, they're just another stepping stone in their process. Ducks aren't going anywhere. So 2 teams go in different directions. Now, my leans for tonight, I always put them out there. Obviously Toronto's on there, but I don't have it at -1.5 goals because that's a -190 still. They're expecting Toronto to absolutely have their way. But what I could do for you, let's do this. I'm going to get you a prop play for that Toronto game. Now, these prop plays in games like this could be hit or miss because they could be sitting some players if it gets out of hand pretty quickly. But it's you want a guaranteed winner. Austin Matthews, my go-to guy, just bought his jersey this past weekend. Shots on goal, they got it at 4.5. If you want to bump it up to 5.5, you're probably looking at -104 to -108. Right now, 4.5 is -164. It's a bit steep, but you can bump it up to 5.5, get it close to plus money. So for the Toronto -2.5, you want to do a prop play, maybe a same game type of prop play. That's a good one. Vancouver's heading to Washington. I like Vancouver in the money line, +116. Winnipeg and Dallas heading to Dallas under 6.5 goals. I'm going against the grain in this one. -123. Still a lot of people pounding the over on that game. Carolina money line versus Seattle, and Seattle's at home, +110 there. Florida and Boston under 6.5, -102. Pittsburgh is heading to Montreal. I like the under 6.5 there. You're getting +133, and that's another one that the Sharks are hammering the over. I am not thrilled with the over in that one. That's why it's a lean. But I like the plus money in the under. I don't think there's going to be that many goals scored. Detroit money line against LA. Surprisingly, it's -106. I'll take that all day long. Detroit's at home. And then you got Colorado and Minnesota under 6.5 at a -106. So those are your NHL plays. Again, the Rangers -1.5 over Anaheim is going to be your best bet tonight. It's plus money, 5-1, 5-2 game easily here. They're definitely going to win by 2 goals. So that is your best bet. Good luck, and we'll talk about you winning that bet tomorrow when we talk about some NHL hockey. I've got two soccer gurus coming on, big time EPL soccer nuts that are going to be regulars on the show, and they are going to absolutely destroy all the soccer over in Europe. They know everything and more about soccer. I know some stuff, but I'm not nearly as keyed in as these guys. JC and Al, they're going to be my guys, my soccer guys. And we'll be talking about that on our show. We're either going to do it today or tomorrow. Keep an eye on Facebook, Bleacher Bum Sports with a Z, and I will give you all the updates on our soccer videos that we're going to be doing. All right? Hit like, please. Hit subscribe, please, and help me build this channel. We're looking for other personalities also to come on this show and talk sports, talk gambling, talk winning money, man. Let's do this. Bleacher Bum Sports, put it in the comment section, and let's grow this channel. See you.